All right, so in this video, I want to show us how to do the sewing of our shorts, right? Now, I believe most of you must have watched the cutting processes, and then I want to explain to you how it was gummed. Now, this gumming is just as simple as this. You gum the pocket notched area in this form. Now, fold the notch points to meet each other, and then iron out this way. Do the same thing on the other side as well. So once you have finished the notching, the gumming of the pocket points, you're done with this, and then you bring the band. Now the band was gummed with paper stay or gum stay. Now gum 2.5 inches width all along the full length of the band, and then fold half an inch initially, iron out all through, and then fold the band width, which is a 1.1, 1.2, depending on your decision. Right, this is a male shot, so I'm using 1.3, 1.2, 1.3. And after you fold all through to the very end, then you fold the excess band to come on top. Now this will serve you to make sure that this one enters underneath and you have extra inch left here so that it can hold the top stitching when you are top stitching, right? So having said this, and this is all you need to do. And then the other things you need to do is your pocket facing. You weave it all through this way, and then you also gum the flap all through this way as well. So let me also go and weave this and come back to continue the sewing process. All right, so now I weaved that, and then the first thing you need to know is, or need to do, is to fix your the pocketing. The measurement of the pocketing is 13 inches width by 13 inches depth. So once you have gotten the cutting properly, you slash out one edge. The slashing is 1.5 by 7, or whatever be the inch you use in the pocket notch. And then after which, you now bring your pocket facing. Now don't forget that the pocket facing was folded, right? It was weaved. So you bring the pocket facing, and then you place one of it in this form at this one edge, and you thread this area. So in the threading, while you are doing it, you make sure it's being held properly this way, and then you sew. So while sewing, you hold it very well and thread on the weave point. You thread on the weave point. So the weave point is where you will thread all of this, and then thread all along this way. Thread all along this way. So once you're done with the threading, cut your threads as well. So you have fixed the pocket facing, right? Very important. And then you bring the one panel of the shorts. Now in the panel that you will pick, the panel of the short you will pick will be the one that the notch area of the pocket opening will be at the slashed edge, while the bodies of the short will be outside, right? Don't pick the one that will be inside this way. So place the notch, the folded area, half an inch across this edge that you slashed. So place it in this form, and then thread on the after the line you have folded. So make sure that when you place it in this form, you stitch all through this way. You stitch all through this way, and then stitch all through this way. So make sure you carefully not thread. So because of the fact that I have the what they call English mouth at this edge, I will not need to fold this. But if it was not English mouth, you would have folded this inwards, right? So if you leave it there, it's still okay. And then you thread down all through. So this you have done now. Then cut your threads as seen, and then fold this to come inwards, and then you start from here and stitch stitch and stitch it all through down to this very point. Stitch all through down to this very point. Stitch all through down to this very point. And this is what we have. And then cut off your threads. So the next you will do now will be to lap this area on the pockets facing. Now the placement will be 2.5 inch from the edge of this area to the thread that you have sewn here. 2.5, very important, 2.5 inch. So once it's held that way, the next you will do is to lock or stitch the up part. So here you stitch the up part of the short, making sure that it's lapping nicely. After which, cut your threads and trim off the excesses. Cut your threads as well, and then hold these points, this edge properly, and stitch. So once you have stitched to an extent, now you also cut your thread. You also cut your thread, and then raise the main short up just like this, and notch 1/2 inch down and 1/2 inch in, just this way. 1/2 inch down, 1/2 inch in, this way. And then put your hand inside the pocketing and drag it out. So once you have dragged it out, you hold it firmly this way, and then you stitch the base. You stitch the base. So you can give it a curve, or you can maintain any shape you want to use. But curved pockets, I think, are better off. It helps to give room when you are joining the sides, both side panels from front and back together. Then cut off, then trim off the excesses. Trim it out just like this. Trim out all through this way. After which you cut your thread and then pocket the pocketing inside in this form. After you have done that, then you top stitch. Now the top stitching helps to reinforce the pocketing so that it doesn't tear off easily after or when you are carrying a heavy objects inside, like key, any sharp, anything that can puncture it. It will help you to relax and reinforce it. So thread all through and then thread to the end of that notch point. So this is how you fix the front pocket, both for your shorts, for trousers, anything that has to do with front pocket. This is how it's being fixed. You see how easy this seems to be. So I will do this on the neck pocket, then I'll also show you guys the results. See the beautiful stuff we have made here. So this is how it's being fixed. I will do this as well in the next one. I will show you guys the results, then we'll proceed with the sewing proper.